Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment of our program brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Fall is here, which means the fall invaders. They're coming for you. Stink bugs, ladybugs, box elder bugs. They're fine on the outside. You don't want them in your home, and in your home is where they want to be when the temperatures turn cold. So how do you keep them out? You do what I did last year. You get the special treatment to get rid of those guys. They go around the entire exterior of your house, spray it down. I used to have ladybugs by the thousands in my home in the fall, and then in the spring when they give birth, they're everywhere. Not last year. Southeast Termite and Pest Control did a great job. Give them a call. All right, I want to also remind you that coming up today, hope you've been sending us your questions on Twitter. Hope you've kept them clean. We will be answering those with our VFLs on our overtime segment this afternoon. That will go up on sportsource.tv. You can follow me on Twitter at sportsourcetv, and I'll tell you when it's up. Send us your questions now if you want to have them answered. Also want to point out, with you all weekend, don't forget, next Friday at 4 o'clock, myself and Will Overstreet, you're in town this week, aren't you, Will? Myself and Will Overstreet will join Jimmy Himes and John Wilkerson on WNML AM and FM for the Pigskin panel. The Sports Source kickoff, these guys will be back. We'll be on WTNZ, Fox 43. That's Saturdays at 10:30 a.m. We do a preview of UT's game every Saturday. And then, of course, next Sunday, we'll be right back here to break down what happened in the UMass game and look ahead to Georgia. Let's take a look at the Chuck versus Pearl standings. A lot of 2-0s up there. Jimmy was correct because he picked Florida here on the show last week.
Had it all the way.
But he then changed it on the radio, and since I'm the master of this, I'm going to give you an asterisk just for the sake of doing it. You waffle late in the week. So there are all the 2-0s. Bobby Scott 1-1, Daniel Hood and Sterling Hinton 0-2 each. Then you got the points. How much you're actually closest to the pin. After 2 games, Bob, you've been off by 1 point in both games, so you are the closest, only 2 points off. David Ligon was the only guy that was dead on this week, 6 points. So you're 5 points off. I'm 5 points off. Sterling, you're 30 points off already, but poor Daniel Hood is 13 points behind you. Daniel's already in a different time zone.
Somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. All right, Chuck Cavalier, since you're in the lead, I'm going to let you do the Cavaliers line first. Tennessee versus UMass. Who wins?
Who wins?
How much?
Well, I mean, UMass, I would not take them too lightly because they can pass the ball. They have a pretty good throw game. It is a noon kickoff, so is Tennessee ready to play? I mean, who knows? Do you play Jared Garantano? That's what I want to see, and I think that's what a lot of Tennessee fans. Cavaliers line balls by 24.
Okay, I'm going to write that down. Chuck says by 24. By the way, UMass is 0-4 on the year. You tried your best to give it a 7. You're 0-4 with losses to Hawaii, Coastal Carolina, Old Dominion, and Temple. Not much of a throw game. All right, you tried. Sterling.
And Pearl, I am 2 plays away from a perfect season right now in the pick.
2 plays away.
I'm giving you an asterisk for that.
Almost for crying out loud. Horseshoes and grenades. But since I'm going to blow the spot up right now, Tennessee's going to play a real good game this weekend. Going to play a lot of people. Tennessee by 30 over UMass.
Ooh, they're close. We got a 24 and a 30. And by the way, I got, the people who've wanted Butch Jones fired since the first rumor he was going to be hired came out. They never like it. I got this week, so let's see if you're a homer today. This show last week, in terms of homerism, there are 13 people who are part of our regular panel. 11 of them took Florida. Okay? And most of us picked Tennessee to go 7-5 this year. So the whole homer bit, yeah, that doesn't really fit.
Yeah,
okay.
I took Florida too.
Yeah, he took Florida and Tennessee. All right.
That's 10.5.
I take Tennessee by 28. I got the Vols by 28. Bob Hodge, where are you?
I got Tennessee by 35.
Okay, we'll see if you're still ruling the roost atop the flagpole, some other cliche next week.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy, what do you got?
I got Tennessee by 20.
What do you got
think
for
there's
now?
A hangover, which I had last Friday when I took Tennessee. I got Tennessee by 20. I just think they'll have difficulty bouncing back from the Florida loss.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. The noon kickoff plus the downtrodden nature, and I think they're going to hear it all week long. And I think that's going to be a rough week. Will Overstreet.
The Cavaliers line, I'm sticking with it right
Wow. 24. There we go.
Smarter than I thought.
Josh Ward, what do you got?
I feel good being close to Bob Hodge. Tennessee by 34.
Okay, 34, says Josh. LaMarcus, what are you going with? Well, we're too far away. There we go. Same as me. All right, 28. All right, and David Ligon, where are you going?
21.
21. Tennessee, you must be believing in a tough. Turned into David Letterman there. All right. Guys, thank you very much. I tell you, the thing that's going to be interesting, what is the attendance like? I think, and that may be this question going forward for much of the remainder of this season. We'll see. We will see you next Sunday 11 right here, WATE 6. Thanks for watching.
The Sports Source is brought to you by Fast Frame with Heather Whiteside art now available.